are back and we are painting this Gypsy Style buffet. Trying to get better quality for you guys today. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Not where I want it, but we'll go with it. So hi, my name is Krista and I am furniture painter, furniture artist, Texas Gypsy Style, and I am painting a custom piece for a customer today. We've been working on it for a few shows now, so we're live, and let's see, let me get rid of that. And so I'm going to just continue working on it. We're doing kind of a Southwestern vibe. And hey, Adrian. Awesome. Glad you made it. Wonderful. So if y'all missed any of these lives, I have some on YouTube. Hey there. I'm good. How are you doing? If y'all have missed any of these lives, there's some on Facebook and there's some on YouTube. They'll all eventually be on YouTube under my playlist. Live furniture painting series, along with another one. So I really hope that I don't get interrupted today, but I've been waiting for a contractor to come through to our house because we gotta have something worked on, and I just know that it's gonna happen, like, you know, right in the middle of this, but I wait for no one, so the show must go on, work must be done. So if my dogs start going crazy, I'll have to go and see what's going on. So I did some more of this lighter turquoise color yesterday. I talked to my customer, and yep, there's my father-in-law. Hold on. Honey, are you on here? You can say hi. Can you tell your dad I'm here and he can come whenever? Hey, Carrie. Honey, do you hear me? I knew that was going to happen. I thought it was going to be somebody else, but it's my father-in-law coming to move my husband's stuff. Ooh. Oh, what was that? Stepped over. Tell him he wants to come over and move stuff out of the garage, so he can just come. But I'm live right now, you know, so. What happened to the colors? They're there. Yeah, I talked to my customer yesterday, and I told her, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to, I forgot that it's not straight. Oh man, I did something to my knee. All right, well, let's just get started here. Hopefully he'll pass that on to my husband. Yes, we are not all left-handed. Okay, let me turn this one. We're not all left-handed. Sorry. Oh God. I have to turn the camera sideways, or like flip it around, kind of. Man, like through the. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, yesterday I was working very delicately, but that is just not my style. And like I kept saying, I want to do my thing. So I talked to my customer and I said, originally she wanted something very Texas Gypsy Style, very like I normally do. And, so I basically took the job thinking that that's what we're doing. And totally different colors. I believe they were pretty much my signature colors. And I don't mind changing up colors at all. But so then we changed up colors to, I don't know, something similar, basically these. But then it's, it starts, digressing from there. Hey, Donna. And, I mean, if you hire me to do the job, I mean, I'm going to do what you originally wanted, which was my normal thing I do. I'm just not, I'm not really in the business of not doing that right now. And it kind of eats away at you. So, if that's not what she wanted, then Texas Gypsy Style is not what she wants. And I'm okay with that. And I'll give you a refund. That's totally fine. But I need to know. I found this piece, and she liked it, so. But, when you get in there, when they get in there and they start changing everything, and it starts going real basic, that's not what I do. That's not what you hired me to do. And so let's get back on track and figure out exactly what you want. And time is super valuable to me. And of course, the customer wants their piece right away, as soon as possible, of course. So if anybody can do, a basic paint job, and so if that's what she wants, then she doesn't need to pay me what she's paying me. She can go find somebody locally to do what she's asking. Does that make sense? So she decided I said, I'll give you a refund, or you can let me fly, or let me drive. So we've got your colors down. I've got everything I need to go. So, however, still at the end of the day, if she doesn't like it, I will refund her money. Yes, they get scared. But that's when, and this isn't the first time I've had to do this. And it's not a threat. It's not a threat to my customers at all. They're my customers at the end of the day, and they're right. So, but I do have to say, this is where we were, and now we're way off track. So you know, here we go. I'm gonna have to get, oh shoot, hold on, this one's about to fall off. There we go, much better. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Hey, from Sweden! Whoop whoop! That's awesome. Okay, so I'm framing this. This is my rust color, and these colors look really awesome together. I'm really excited about the colors because I've been wanting to do a very Southwestern color combo, and this is very much it. So, like very, you know, desert-like, like Arizona-like. So, in my opinion. So I'm framing out this right here, and do y'all want to come closer over here? Dana, you'll probably do. Let me bring everybody in, because I know I like to be cool. This is so weird because it's like, I'm sorry, this darn camera's few days. This is so weird. Yeah, see, I switched it around and now I'm like seeing all backwards also. it's so confusing. Oh gosh. So confusing. No, I can't. Now y'all aren't even seeing it. For crying out loud. Oh. Wait, I'm doing this one. Oh gosh, I'm so confused. Okay. Y'all got me all fussing, and here we go. Okay, now it's good. Now we're good. Okay, I can't multitask anymore. This is the last time. I swear. Okay. Okay, we're framing. So this is another like box for me. If y'all watch my other videos, you will see a pattern. It's very simple once you get it down. And once you get it down, you'll love it, and you will want to do it on everything. Because it can turn such a simple little project into something really fun. And it is fun to do. It's very, like a very carefree, but it's still, you know, it has steps to it and little techniques. And I don't use any water. Yeah. I don't use any water. I just use my 2-inch chip brush to do all the fancy work. So, and I hold it very straight on like so, and I'm just catching all the edges because I like it to look like stately, or I don't know, it just finishes it off and has a beginning and an end. Okay, so I'm all out of breath. It's been already a morning. Already a morning. My son had speech therapy this morning. I'm waiting on contractor. Supposed to close tomorrow on her house. I'm framing out the door. All the way around. It's not perfect, but that's what I like. That's not so serious. It just looks really, really awesome in the end once it's all done. I usually do 3 colors, like contrasting-ish colors. For sure one of them contrasts. And then a metallic. And I like to, on these buffets, I like to stain the tops. And that gives it like a natural element. I don't like to paint the tops because when you have so much of this color and distressing look going on, it's too busy. So it's definitely a good idea to, if you don't know how to learn, don't know how to strip or sand a top, I have some of those videos on my YouTube channel. Or you can ask us. Go to our group page, Texas Gypsy and Company. It's a free group. You can join it on my Facebook page, Texas Gypsy Style, where y'all are at right now on here. For YouTubers, y'all can go and join the Facebook group as well if you're on Facebook. And so Donna, my good friend that runs the group with me, she is like queen of sanding a top or stripping a top. So definitely, if y'all have questions on that, get in the group and ask your questions. And whatever else you want to ask, that's totally fine. So you can see where I framed out and then came in some with that lighter teal. So now I'm coming in with my rust and I'm going to frame out again. Right on top of it, but I don't want to cover everything up that I did. But I want to get in here and like you cut in that crack right there. And just like that, okay? And so it really gives you some dimension, a little texture, and oh, okay, good. Good. I really like these colors together. This is I custom mixed the dark teal, and I actually custom mixed the lighter color too. So on here I'm going, I always suggest framing out first and then coming back in and doing like all the fancy kind of stuff. But yeah, Dana, yeah, it's just go on my Facebook page and it's on there. Or if y'all go to my website, www.texasgypsystyle.com, it's on there, it'll take y'all there. Oh, come on now. Dana, come on. Let's be real here. No, and just so y'all know, I'm not affiliated with any paint brand anymore. That's not to say I won't ever be, but I'm not at the moment. I haven't been with Dixie Belle since like November of this past year. I'm trying to get one out of the way from the other. I am a content creator for Redesign with Prima, and I'm actually a retailer, a local retailer also for them. So I have transfers and all that stuff in the shop. And we're getting ready for our new spring release. Yeah, DIY's good. Yeah. Look, it does not matter what kind of paint y'all use. It does not matter. I started doing my style of painting with General Finishes. And I was a retailer for General Finishes for a long time. And I still use it. So, it don't matter. So like I've said before, I like to go looking at my lighting. That's kind of how I determine where to put my paint. So if my sun is shining like this way, then I'm gonna kind of do kind of like some highlighting, like some sun-kissed areas where the sun would hit. And at one time, if you shine like a little light, yes, use what works for you. If you shine a light from right here to that way, you'll see where the light hits all the raised areas, like on the legs and over there. So, you know, that kind of helps if you can't see it. Because I know some people are like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I think that all my life, I liked shadow and light in drawings or painting. So I think that's why I do it like that. It just gives me a rhyme and a reason. Otherwise, I'm kind of lost on where I'm putting paint. Otherwise, it's just like da 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 da. For me, I need a reason why I need to put it there. Does that make sense? So like here, it would kind of hit on this side and not so much on this side. After I get done doing stuff like that, then I kind of come back in and fill in where I think more or less needs to go. So you can always go back over if you put too much. It's all good. And I'm just barely putting it on there. I do a little bit at a time. Not too much. I try not to have to go back and redo it. Try real hard. down here, you know, I also think of like it's dirt maybe, you know, like in this case my dirt's orange or rust. So what are we thinking? You gotta remember we're gonna have some hardware in here also. So, okay. Let's move down to this area. So I'm putting some more paint on my brush here. Try to bring that one down. Here we go. So I try to get my brush like to a point as much as I can. If it starts drying out on you, just put more paint. But not a whole lot. It's dry brushing, you know, it's got a little bit of paint. No water. If you put water on here, you're not gonna get the same effect. It's gonna dilute the colors. We want high pigment colors. That's what I like, I love. I want bright colors. That's why I do it this way, without the water. I mean, and then you'll start blending. So, it's a different, you get a totally different look at that point. Minus the colors. I mean, the colors are all going to be the same, but it's, you know, it's a different look. But similar. So I come up under all of my ledges. And remember, we're going to be doing a metallic after this also. So, here I'm just going to start putting where my sunlight I know is hitting on the right sides. And I frame out my little boxes here. Like literally frame it out like that. I just like the way it looks. It's very out there, out and bold, and I like it. Not everything has to be like totally colored in, you know, like just little pats and daps. What color is this? It's a rust color. I'm not allowed to promote, you know. All right, so on this leg, I'm got my light coming from right to left. So sometimes I just to show y'all, this is where it is. That's where my light is. Okay, and then I come back in and kind of work it, just make it look a little more natural rather than one big line. I'm going to have more of this rust on one side and less on the other. I'm going to lightly go over these pretty little details. It's a beautiful leg. I know that a lot of people say, well, there's a lot of curves on here and it's easy to paint. You know, a blank canvas is harder. So like, you know, on our side of the spectrum, that's a challenge. And but I do this on flat furniture as well. So you don't have to have a very ornate piece. My customers love them though, and so that's why I do a lot of them. I do like the challenge of creating this look on a flat surface though, because you are literally, you know, starting from nothing and creating all that texture and dimension. So, however, in return, sometimes it can be too ornate. Like I have a piece of furniture sitting behind these cameras that is very overwhelming and so ornate. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it yet. It's gonna sit there till I figure it out probably. And I have had students or try to do their Texas Gypsy Style, and you know, they've got a really ornate piece and it's not turning out like they want. For one, if y'all go too fast, it ain't gonna work out. I have to remind people that I work on very big pieces of furniture, not a little nightstand, not like a little chest, you know. This is, you know, it's like between 65 and 72 inches long. So we're stripping and restaining tops. And I've got to make sure the whole thing is good to go. All the wheels, all the doors, hinges. I mean, it's not just about the paint. I have to, you know, make sure it's good to go out the door to the customer and functional. It's not a brand new piece of furniture. So don't feel like you need to rush. I don't rush. I have to take my time and look at my colors, and just because y'all see it one day and a picture of it done the next does not mean it happened overnight. So please remember that when y'all are doing y'all's furniture, and to be patient with yourselves when y'all are doing it. Don't make me start preaching to y'all now. Oh. It's supposed to be a fun thing, you know, a therapeutic thing, not a stressful thing. Unless you're doing custom orders. Even then, it should not be. It shouldn't. Unless you're painting white. And then we're all stressed. But let's not do that. Okay. So I'm painting down here on this back. I call it a brace. So my third color is this rust color, and I don't want to cover up my lighter turquoise color. I just want to go over it and make little highlights, and that's going to really make everything pop and draw your eye to where you want it. So if you want people to focus on one area, you know, you want to do your pops over there, and then, you know, you want to kind of taper down, but you don't want to have the whole thing look exactly the same. You want it to, you know, flow and take them on like a little magical, colorful ride. Hey Carol, you're not late. We're here. We're doing it. Oh gosh. Let me see which way I'm going here. Okay, so another important place that I paint are the sides, and I think those are pretty I don't know what they're saying. I mean, a lot of people see that and know that that's my work, or Texas Gypsy Style. So, and that is the flat surface, so the blank canvas. So that does kind of prepare you guys for doing, you know, a flat surface or a boring flat front piece of furniture. It kind of gives you those steps to conquer something like that, and it shows you how to work with a lot of color and not be overwhelmed with it. Because if you see what I'm doing, I only use one color at a time. So that's how I like to do it. I'm not doing it because anybody told me to. That is how I work. I don't like to get out 10 different colors, and it's just, I don't know, it's just too much for me. I like to keep it simple, and yet still have a big impact. So, and less mess, and less brushes to clean. So, that's what I like. I do wash my chip brushes now because my friend Donna washed hers, and I felt really bad that I wasn't washing mine. So I decided that I should start washing mine and do my part. So I do that now. It's funny how other people have, you know, impacts on you like that. Hi, Paul. What you doing? But Donna is a very good person. Oh my gosh, she's already helped me like this today, like a bajillion times today already. So she's my best friend. I'm lucky to have her. Work break. Get on there. Okay. Okay, so now we can move on to this area, and This is another scary place. This big wide open space. You don't really know where to go with it. Once again, I rely on my lighting where I imagine it. It's not there, is it? Unless I make it go there, but just kind of imagining it. So that's why I frame out first. Like I can do this big area. I'm gonna have to like get all on my hands and knees over here. And I start closing in on my space, you know? And then it's so much easier to attack or tackle than working on it, you know, as a whole. So here I'm gonna go up under my ledge. And this is how I do all of them. This is how I teach all of them. Even though each piece is slightly different, they all still kind of, you know, have drawers and squares and whatnot. So it really works out for everything you do. Even if you're not doing, you know, Texas Gypsy Style or dry brushing, you know, it will still work, you know, for blending and whatnot. So you can take it with you. It's all yours. Okay, so I've made this box. Y'all see that? So now I'm gonna do another box and condense that. So see, it's already like closing in. We're getting less scared. I am. My anxiety's going down. Way down. I have a lot of it today. You can pull your drawers out to go along these edges. I'm just gonna go right up in here because I do it a lot, so I'm really good at it, you know. But you can pull them out and go along those edges a lot easier. Here, I'm gonna frame out around that piece. You can see I already did it with my lighter turquoise color. But now I'm gonna do it with my rust, just a little bit smaller. And I'll do it from the inside also. It's not perfect, but that's the point. It's faux distressing. At the end of the day, I'm creating a look. I want to make it look as real as possible, but also as pretty and cool as possible also. So, go under there. I think that going up under ledges and framing out gives it a lot of character and added texture and dimension and makes everything pop. Draws your eyes in. It's not for everybody. I mean, I know that. Some people hate it, so it's okay. Okay. It's a workout, okay? So, all the way around. Okay, on this one, I am going to pull the drawer out. There it goes. All right, add some paint. And like I said, you can pull this drawer out also, or all your drawers out, and run your brush along each end like so. You don't want to go too heavy on it though, just you don't want your drawers to stick. You don't want to get too crazy with it. These especially, you saw it was not just like sliding out when I tried to open it just now. I mean, they're vintage, antique. It's wood hitting wood. You use wax to make it slide better. There's other things you can use to do that also. But wax is a good one. Candle wax, people use. Beeswax. Okay. Framed. Whenever you have that drawer out, it's a good time to frame, because you've got a frame around this also, like right there. Because if you don't, it'll look unfinished. We already did that. I just wiping my finger across so I don't get too much paint down there. Okay. And then this decorative kind of middle piece. Sometimes when these buffets are on my wheels, they get a little wonky, so that makes everything a little uneven and makes my drawers hard to close sometimes also. So you kind of want to be mindful of that. Don't go sanding and all that. You just, before you get it on solid, even ground, and make sure that's not the case. Okay, so now I can come and do my little decorative piece. Once again, remember we're going to have bronze. I didn't bring it out here yet. I got my bronze. Okay. Let's finish out down here. I'm gonna finish right here, and then we're gonna call it good. Break. I suggest taking breaks, especially if you get frustrated, or if you're starting to not have fun with it. Take a break, reset, and get back to it. Even an overnight break, even a week break, you know, if it's something for yourself, you know, don't get so in your head about it. So it'll come to you. And so I'll hopefully see y'all tomorrow. And thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Remember, y'all can go to the Facebook group. It's called Texas Gypsy and Company. My friend Donna and I run it. And if y'all have questions, y'all can post on there. We'll answer. And that's it. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Y'all can watch these replays on YouTube and Facebook. Thank y'all.